Have you ever gotten a warning from your landlord and had no idea why? Or found your trash bag still sitting there the next morning with a red notice on it? If you're living in Japan as a foreigner, these things can happen, even when you didn't mean to do anything wrong. In Japanese apartments, you can get into trouble even if you did not mean to do anything wrong, because sometimes you simply did not know the rule. You come to Japan, rent an apartment, and finally get your own place, and you might think, I can finally live freely in Japan. That feeling makes sense, but in Japanese rentals, that mindset can cause problems if you do not understand the rules. This video covers 5 common apartment mistakes foreign residents in Japan often make. And before we get into the list, remember this: your room is your space, but it is also part of a shared building. Number 1. Do not throw out trash whenever you want. In many countries, you can take out trash almost any day, but in Japan, garbage usually has specific collection days, specific categories, and sometimes even specific bags. Burnable trash, plastic containers, cans, bottles, cardboard, and oversized garbage may all be handled differently, and the rules also change depending on the city, ward, or apartment building. If you put trash out on the wrong day, it may not be collected, and in some buildings, the bag may be left behind, where the landlord, property manager, or neighbors may notice it. This is why trash mistakes can become a bigger problem than you expect, because it is not just about garbage, it is about whether you're following the shared rules of the building. Before you throw anything away, check the garbage calendar for your area, and if you are not sure, ask the property manager, the city office, or someone who lives in the same building. Number 2. Do not make holes or changes without permission. In some countries, it is normal to drill holes, paint walls, install shelves, or change small parts of a room. But in Japanese rental apartments, you should be much more careful. The basic idea is simple. You're expected to return the room in almost the same condition as when you moved in. Small pinholes may be accepted in some cases, but larger holes, wall damage, stains, scratches, or unauthorized modifications can lead to repair fees, and even something that feels minor to you may be treated as damage when you move out. Do not drill into the wall unless you have clear permission, and do not paint the room, remove fixtures, change locks, or install anything permanent without asking first. If you want to hang something, use removable hooks or tension rods and check whether they are safe for the wall material, and when in doubt, take photos and ask the property manager before doing it. Number 3. Be careful with noise. Japanese apartments can have thin walls, thin floors, and close neighbors, so a sound that feels normal inside your room may be louder than you think next door. Late-night phone calls, online games, music, parties, exercise, laundry machines, vacuum cleaners, and footsteps can all cause complaints, especially at night and early in the morning. In Japan, quiet living is often treated as part of apartment manners, and even if you're not trying to bother anyone, repeated noise can create serious tension with neighbors. Try to keep your voice down after around 9 or 10 p.m. Use headphones for music, movies, and games, and be careful with heavy footsteps, especially if someone lives below you. If you invite friends over, keep the number of people small and avoid loud conversations late at night, because in an apartment, fun for one room can easily become stress for the room next door. Number 4. Do not let someone live with you without permission. At first, it may only be a short visit. A friend or partner stays for the weekend. Then they start staying more often. Before you know it, they are there almost every day. You may think, we are not really living together. But from the property manager's point of view, it may look like that person is actually living in the apartment. In Japan, this can be treated as unauthorized cohabitation. The Japanese term is mudan dokyo. It means that someone who is not listed on the rental contract is effectively living in the apartment. Many Japanese rental contracts include information about who is allowed to live there. If the apartment was rented for one person, but two people are actually living there, it may become a contract violation. A short visit, or 1 or 2 nights, usually does not become a problem in many cases. But if someone is staying for a long time, check your rental contract first. If you want to live with a partner, family member, or friend, talk to the property manager in advance. Number 5. Do not treat shared spaces as your personal space. In Japanese apartment buildings, hallways, balconies, entrances, bicycle parking areas, garbage areas, and parking spaces may have strict rules. Do not leave personal items in the hallway. Do not block emergency exits. And do not park your bicycle or car in a place that is not assigned to you. Balconies are also not always completely private, because in many apartments, the balcony is part of the emergency evacuation route, so storing too many things there can become a problem. You should also be careful with smells, smoke, and water, because barbecue, strong odors, cigarette smoke, or water leaking to the floor below can quickly lead to complaints. Japanese apartment rules can feel strict at first, but most of them are about preventing trouble between people who live very close to each other. Instead of thinking, "I pay rent, so I can do whatever I want," remember this: this is my room, but I live inside a shared building. That mindset can help you avoid problems with neighbors, trouble with the property manager, and unnecessary costs when you move out. And living in Japan becomes much easier when you understand the rules. If this video was helpful, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.